friends, it's Caitlin. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a designer shoe collection video, and I'm not going to just show you my shoes. I'm also going to share some very important details about them, which include why I bought them, what I think about them, do I regret buying them, and would I repurchase them. So I figured this could be kind of an informative video, so if you've been considering any of these shoes, that I kind of give you a little rundown about them. And I'm going to separate them into categories. So I'm going to do heels, flats, sneakers, and then boots. And if you have any questions about any specific shoe, just let me know. Ask me in the comments down below and I will make sure to get back to you. But I hope you enjoy this, and let's just get into the video. I interrupt this intro to tell you that I had to make this video a two-parter because it was just so long. So in the first part of this video, which is the one that is going up right now and the one you're watching, I am sharing the heels and some of the flats, and then part two will have the rest of the flats, sneakers, and boots. And I hope you're okay with that. It's in two parts, but it was just so long, so I figured it would just be better to split it up into two. So now back to the actual video. In each category, I'm going to go in order of when I purchased them. So the first designer shoe actually that I ever bought were these. These are my Christian Louboutin. They're the Pagali, and they have obviously the red bottoms. They're black patent leather. I got these because it was my last semester of college and recruitment. I was in charge of sorority recruitment and I was president, and preference night landed on my birthday and we had to wear black dresses and black heels, and I was like, you know what, I want to be super dressed up and it's my 22nd birthday. That's what I wanted. So I got these to wear and I wore them that night. I think they're a beautiful shoe and they're very classic, and I'm glad I have them in my wardrobe. As far as what I think about them, I do like them. Do I regret buying them? No, because I think they're, like I said, I think they're something nice to have in your wardrobe, and I mean, you can never go wrong with a black heel, but they are extremely uncomfortable. I have them in a 38.5, so it's like an 8.5. And that's pretty regular size for me, but they, oh my gosh, they are very uncomfortable. And if you ask anybody that has this shoe, they will say the exact same thing. It's a beautiful shoe, it's so classic, but it definitely is uncomfortable. I would not purchase them again. If I were to buy another Louboutin, I would buy something that is a little bit more comfortable. I would still probably stick on the classic side. I would just try to find something that doesn't make my feet hurt so much. But overall, I do like them, but I definitely wouldn't repurchase them. But they are very pretty. Look how pretty they are. I mean, how can you not love that? But that is my opinion on these. The next heel are my Manolos, and I got these to wear to my college graduation, and they're actually really comfortable. I genuinely love these. They're a very dressy shoe, so there's honestly not tons of occasions that I have to wear them, but I have worn them with jeans a few times, and I've worn them with tons of different dresses and stuff, but I love these. I decided to get them in this really pretty fuchsia color, and do I regret? Absolutely not. This is by far the most comfortable stiletto heel that I have in my closet. There is nothing more comfortable than this. I mean, I've worn these for a really long time. I've walked around in them, and your feet, it's nothing compared to my Louboutins. These are actually genuinely comfortable for a heel. Would I repurchase them? 150% yes. I think that if you are looking for a dressy occasion heel, I would highly recommend the Manolos, just because they're comfortable, but also because they are still a really classic shoe. When you look at this, you're like, yes, I love you. And you're very classic. I'm gonna keep this in my wardrobe for the rest of my life, but I absolutely love these and do highly recommend. My next heel are these Stuart Weitzman ones. I got these to wear to one of my bridal showers, and it was a really cute outfit, and I'll put a picture of it up on the screen. And I definitely love them. They're very comfortable, they're cute. As far as do I regret purchasing them, I actually do, only because I just don't get a lot of use out of them. Maybe if they were plain black, I would get more use out of them, but because of the pearls, they definitely have a specific like vibe to them, and I can only wear them for certain occasions, and they are suede, so it's more of like a fall type shoe or maybe even a spring shoe. So I love them. They're very comfortable, and if this is something you're looking for, then it's a good shoe as far as like a heel goes, because it is a block heel, so it's definitely more comfortable than like a stiletto. But I definitely would not repurchase them just because I don't get as much use out of them as I would like to, if that makes sense. Like, good shoe, but definitely you could find other things that are maybe a little bit better off than this particular shoe, if that makes sense. Up next, my Chanel heels. I have talked about these so many times. I absolutely love these, if you cannot tell by how much I've worn them. Probably one of the most worn shoes in my wardrobe. They have the block heel, so after you break them in a little bit, they are so comfortable. I've walked like 10 miles in these when in New York. I've worn them in Paris when we've walked for a really long time. They have definitely seen better days, but even from far away, they still look like really good condition. They're just like a simple nude heel with like the Chanel little C's on them. And every season they kind of come out with something pretty similar to this, which is like a slight variation. So as far as regrets, absolutely do not regret buying them. Would I purchase them again? 150% yes, just because I know that I get so much wear out of these. I wear them with dresses, I wear them with jeans, I wear them with pants, I wear them with shorts. I literally have worn these so many times. And if you are thinking about purchasing a very classic kind of like day-to-day like block heel type shoe, like that's something you're looking for, then I definitely recommend whatever version of this they have. I'll see if I can link one down below if they have one out right now. I know it's like the end of summer, so they might not, but when you find something like this from Chanel, pick it up because it is definitely worth it, especially if you're looking to get into like designer shoes. I definitely recommend going the route of like something you're going to wear very often, but they can also be casual or a little bit more dressed up. So I love these. Last but certainly not least for my heels are my Burberry heels. These are so pretty. I've definitely worn them a few times and I do like them. I think they're a gorgeous heel that I'm happy that I have in my wardrobe. A little uncomfortable, I will say, but I mean, when you have a heel like that, it's hard to be super comfortable, I guess. I do really like them, and I got these. Oh wait, I didn't tell you why I got the Chanel ones. I got the Chanel ones because it was like a Christmas gift. I literally saved all of my Christmas money and then purchased them. So it was literally like a big Christmas gift from every single person that gave me money that year. These I got when we were in New York with Matt and Kim, and it was just like, it was like a good memory for like such a fun trip, like literally like one of the most fun trips we've ever had to New York. And I love them and I think they're beautiful and I will obviously wear them again. As far as do I regret buying them, I don't necessarily regret it, but I definitely wouldn't repurchase them, if that makes sense. I am glad I have them, but Caitlin today would not purchase these because I know that I wouldn't get enough wear out of them to make it worth it. But now that I have them, I do try to wear them as often as I have an opportunity. Obviously right now there's not a lot of opportunities, but when that opportunity arises, I will definitely be pulling these out any chance I can. Moving on to flats. So this is just literally any like flat shoe that I own. So to start, this is the first flat that I ever got, and they are my Chanel espadrilles. And to be honest, when I first got these, I didn't really wear them all that often. I feel like I didn't really have a reason to wear them. I was still in school and I worked at a like very casual place where you wore running shoes to work. So I just didn't have an opportunity to really like put these on. But now I wear them so much in like the fall, in the winter, in the spring, because one, they're really like neutral color. They're gray and black, and I love black jeans, so I tend to wear black jeans a lot, and these look amazing with that. So they kind of just dress up a really casual outfit. So comfortable, so comfortable. I got these back when like espadrilles were like the thing. Like they were sold out everywhere. We looked at so many different Chanel stores and we ended up finding them at a Saks when we were in New York. It was like kind of like a birthday gift to myself. I had like saved all my money and then bought these, and it was like one of the first big purchases that I really made on my own, and I was very excited about it. But I love these so much. Do I regret purchasing them? Absolutely not. And would I repurchase them again? I actually would. I know that espadrilles are not like as popular as they were when I got these, but Chanel still sells them and they come out with new ones every season. So my only recommendation is to go with a neutral color that's going to match a lot, or something that you know, like even if it's like multicolored, if that is something you wear a lot of, then go with that. But I would just recommend that you pick a color you know you're going to get a lot of use out of. Like you can see the lining is like messed up. I've worn them so many times. So definitely recommend these. And the nice thing about these is they're flat, so they're extremely comfortable. Next up are my Stuart Weitzman little flats. They have this like tie. It like goes around the ankle. I actually got these to be my wedding shoes, which they weren't, but I do really like them. They were the perfect color for our wedding, and that's why I got them. But as far as comfort, they're like okay comfortable, but I would definitely say I have so many more flats that are comfortable. The thing that I don't love about this is that the tie is definitely trendy. So it's definitely come back in style now, but it kind of went away for a while, and I didn't realize at the time that I was buying such a trendy shoe. This was very early on in my designer shoe purchasing, so I didn't realize how trendy the shoe actually was. But I do like it. I do wear it. I have worn it several times, but so I don't necessarily regret purchasing it because I know that I'm going to keep this in my wardrobe. But I wouldn't purchase this again just because I do feel like it's just a little bit too trendy with the tie. Maybe if it was just like a mule type shoe, then I would definitely buy it and I would wear it all the time. But because it has the tie, I definitely do not think I would repurchase it. So that's one of my biggest tips for designer shoes. Don't go with the trendy ones. Go with the classic ones unless you just like wear a different pair of shoes every day, but I don't. I tend to gravitate towards the same comfortable shoes every day. So I recommend classic over trendy in pretty much everything, not just shoes, but especially designer shoes. Now the shoes that beat out those for my wedding shoes. These are my Manolo Blahnik flats, and they're the same like style as the pink ones. They just are, you know, the blue ones. They're very Carrie Bradshaw. I got the flats because I thought that I would want to wear flats at my wedding, and honestly I wore these for like the ceremony and that was it. I was barefoot the rest of the time. So I definitely could have gone with the heel version, and I will say I've worn these a couple other times with like jeans and stuff, and they're definitely cute. But if you're going to get this style of shoe, I actually recommend the heel over the flat because they're honestly just as comfortable as one another, and because they're so like dressy with like the details on the top, you're more likely to wear this for more of like an occasion as opposed to wearing them with jeans. So, and if you wear them with jeans, you might as well wear the heel. So I love these and I do not regret them. Would I repurchase them? Not exactly. If I repurchase them, I just repurchase them in the heel version instead of the flat version. But if you hate heels and you want something that has this kind of like style and design to it, then this is obviously a super awesome option. And I mean, they're just so Carrie Bradshaw. I mean, how can you not love these? Now we're getting into the flats that I have like really worn. Here we have my Gucci loafers. I mean, I really don't know what else to say about them except for the fact that they are so comfortable. I absolutely love these, and they have seen many a days. This is just such a classic shoe to have in your wardrobe. So do I regret buying it? Absolutely not. Would I repurchase it? 150%. Even JMO has some like this. His have the fur in them, and he has had 2 pairs and he loves them. He's literally, one of them has holes in the bottom. That's how often he wore them. But I think that if you are looking for a good like flat and you want it to be closed-toed, this is definitely the option to go with, just because it's so classic. I mean, it's a loafer. Like, you can't really go wrong with that. But it also doesn't have any like crazy designs on the outside, so it's very like subtle. Like, most people know that if you're looking at this, you know that it's Gucci, but it's subtle. It's not like in your face, if that makes sense. So I do recommend these. I think they're so comfortable. I wear these all the time, especially when it comes to like fall and like early winter, and then of course in the spring. But they have them in many different colors. I got them in black just because that tends to work with my wardrobe the best, but they have other options as well. I would just go with the one that you think will match your wardrobe the best. So black was the option for me. I hope you all enjoyed part 1 of my shoe collection. Part 2 is coming soon. It's already filmed. It's already ready to go. I believe I'm going to post it tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoy part 2. If you're watching this at a later date and I've already posted part 2, it is in the description box, so definitely go and watch it. And I will see you for part 2. Bye!